everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Fun Family Fixens. I'm your host, Mrs. Megan Soderholm, and today we're going to make a fun holiday treat. So when you think of fall drinks, there's two that I know definitely pop right into my head, and that is pumpkin spice lattes and caramel apple ciders. Now you can either go to Mayer Brothers, you can go to Starbucks, Dunkin', Tim Hortons to enjoy your favorite treat. But this one today is a spin on one of my favorite drinks, hot chocolate, infused with a little pumpkin. So this is pumpkin white hot chocolate. Definitely a delicious, fun holiday drink. They'll definitely make your fall season one for the books. So without further ado, I'm going to come over here to the pan. And over here beside me, as you can see, this is my pan. It has about 3 cups of coconut milk in it and about a cup of pumpkin puree. This is Wegmans brand. And it's right in there. And then right now we're going to add probably a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now the recipe does call for pumpkin pie spice, but I think a lot of people are making either pumpkin pie, pumpkin desserts, and I know they're definitely going to have that spice in with it. Plus, you know, I like cinnamon. About a teaspoon, but like I said, I love cinnamon, so I'm going to add a couple extra. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, give or take. Good teaspoon here. Perfect. And then I'm going to add a dash of salt. There you go, a dash of salt there. So about a spin here. I'm going to go bump, bump. Perfect. So now I'm going to turn my pan on. About medium heat. And then I'm going to use my favorite tool, my wooden spatula here. And gonna mix this in. There's all this delicious goodness here. Oh, this beautiful orange color. So we're gonna mix this until it comes to a simmer. And then while I'm still stirring this, we want to see what it looks like. Beautiful orange color here. So, and then while this is stirring here, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a story. Fall is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. And it's definitely one for the books. So one of my fun fall holiday traditions, I loved going outside as a kid and jumping in the leaves, jumping in and getting all the apples from the orchard. If you've been to Becker Farms, definitely a fun place to go. And definitely checking out all of those restaurants and those fall treats and fall desserts. Definitely a lot of fun. All right. And another one of my favorite pumpkin desserts, besides pumpkin pie, is something called pumpkin roll. And this is like a pumpkin cake with cream cheese filling, rolled up like a Swiss roll cake. And it's definitely a huge hit at all of our Christmas parties, Thanksgiving, and it's sure a crowd pleaser for sure. Make it every year. It's definitely a fun one to make too. So for Thanksgiving this year, with COVID and everything, there's got a little splash there. Whiskets. So I'm actually going to move here to a whisk. Yeah, sorry about that. Move here to a whisk. I can find it here. Move here to a whisk. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking here. Starting to get close to a simmer here. Perfect. So, anyway, Thanksgiving. With COVID-19, Thanksgiving, plans for us are definitely up in the air. But I love to spend, Thanksgiving, with our family friends and a lot with my brother and sister-in-law. They just had a new baby. It's a boy, Connor Matthew. Very, very happy about that. And they are sure to have a lot of fun with him, and I can't wait to meet him. And I know when he's old enough to drink hot drinks, he'll definitely like this too. So let me just show you real quick. Sorry. We're cooking here. All right, so I'm going to let this slowly come to a simmer. Give that up in here. And then I'm going to lower the temp a little bit. And then we are going to add the chocolate part to this recipe. White chocolate chips. About a cup. But again, if you want it more chocolatey, you can eyeball it. Let it melt, simmer, and do all of its delicious goodness. Now be very careful when you're working with chocolate. Don't want to let it clump. You want to let it melt. It is clumping here a little bit. I gotta do it very gently. Don't want splatters. I already splattered here a few times. And then whenever you're working in with stuff that melts, like chocolate, cheese is a popular one too. Butter and flour, making a roux. Sometimes you use it in mac and cheese or in soup. Like if you watched May's demo for New England clam chowder. I think it was either May or June. I think it was June's demo of New England clam chowder. That one I did have to work with the roux, which is butter and flour mixed together to form a paste-like structure. And then you whisk it in with your soup base. And that's what helps it make it thick. So we're kind of making this thick, but we're definitely adding this chocolate flavor to it. And we're just about there. Let me show you. This is looking good here. Can't wait to try it. Wow. Definitely looking good. It's sure to be a kid favorite. Now, if you don't like white hot chocolate, use regular chocolate chips. I mean, that's pretty much the foundation of the base of hot chocolate. So you have regular chocolate chips but don't have the white chocolate chips, use the regular. I'll add a nice fun color to it too. And then, if you have, a real pumpkin that you like to carve and you like to take all the guts out, because that's what pumpkin puree is. It's all those guts that are inside the pumpkin. And when you cut it open, you cut the eyes like a jack-o'-lantern, or you decorate it. And then usually before it rots, you can either roast it, to have this nice caramelized flavor to it, and then puree it, or you can just take it raw, puree it, add it in. Deliciousness. Fun story. When I was little, I used to have a severe gag reflex, and the inside of a pumpkin just made me gag. And I got over it now. I mean, it's still, you know, a little bit sensitive for me. But before, oh, I wouldn't even go near a pumpkin when it was cut open. But this is actually should be very, very good. But I love things like I love pumpkin pie, pumpkin cake, pumpkin roll, pumpkin milkshakes, pumpkin smoothies. That's also a good one too. Okay, perfect. This is looking great. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off. And then I'm going to go down and get a ladle right here. And get a cup. Perfect. Perfect. And then, look at the steam piping out. You know it's nice and hot. Then after that, whipped light cream. Sprinkle of cinnamon. And voila, let's give it a taste. Delicious. Absolutely so good. Loving the consistency of it. And absolutely definitely nice fall treat. So stay tuned for another fun drink for November. I hope you enjoy this one. Happy fall. And I'll see you at the library. Bye.